Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to show you how to create a sophisticated wrist corsage using beautiful miniature cymbidiums. They're so long-lasting, so exotic, and absolutely fabulous. The base of the corsage is the slap-style bracelet from the Oasis Company. They come in a variety of colors, but to be honest, I almost always buy the white one because I can adjust that color by tinting it with floral paints. I've done with this one. I wanted it to be bronze, a little bit darker to work with the bronze of the cymbidium. You know, buying white, keeping it on the shelf, and then just adjusting color, how easy is that? Then to add the sophistication of a metallic touch using 24 inches of the copper aluminum wire, a little bit of bullion wire also in copper, and then I'll be using the Oasis foil adhesive to put it all together. For the wire base, straighten out a bit and then using a needle nose plier, start doodling or noodling, but just kind of twisting it. And I start in the middle and then I go back, bring it up to the top, then come down, maybe into the middle area again, twisting, and then over to the end. There's not a real right or wrong as far as the doodles go. You can adjust it. You could even just use your hands to twist it a little more, maybe straighten out an area, maybe bring it in. But when you're done, you want an elongated area of wire that's ready to work with. Then using the bullion wire, just pull off yards, multiple yards, probably about 5 yards. And you just want to pull it from the roll and then cut it loose and then crush it into your hands, just wadding it loosely together. And this will add a little bit of substance to the focal area of the corsage, a little bit more bulk to work in, so that as you add your orchids, you've got something to tuck down into. To attach the wire to the base, use your Oasis foil adhesive and just put a little glue directly on the plastic tab. Let it begin to dry. You want it to start to set. And then I go back and add even a tiny bit of glue to the wire itself. Again, let that begin to set. And then also on the top side. So I've got glue on both sides of the aluminum wire, a little bit on the plastic tab. Then lay them together and taking the bullion wire, just smooshing it, technical term, smooshing it right down on top. That locks it all together. Then once it dries, you can adjust your wires so that they lay just the way you want them to on the wrist. But now we've just got to wait for the glue to set. In the accent right here, I can fill in more with a little more bullion wire, or I could make a bow and tuck it in. But right now, feathers are so trendy and the kids seem to love them. So instead of a bow, I'm going to take just a few feathers, clip them off, and then add a tiny bit of glue. Let it begin to set. Repeat that. They're so lightweight, it doesn't take a lot of glue. Then, tucking that directly into the bullion, and it adds just a bit of fullness to set off the accent of the corsage. A base like this can be done days in advance. Then, as the event gets closer, that's when you go back and you get your orchids. And for this, I'm using these lovely mocha-colored miniature cymbidiums, and I just cut off the lower blooms. That way I still have the spike to do something else with. Cutting them down and then gluing them. I don't need much stem at all. It's even a little less than that, so just pulling it off, a little bit of glue right on the back of the bloom, down the stem a bit. Let it begin to dry. And repeat that with another bloom. And for some, I'll need no stem at all, so just totally removing it. Putting glue right on the tip. Maybe one more. Then taking the ones with the stem a little longer, letting them tuck into the center. And then without a stem, a little bit lower. And then with a stem, even kind of over the top of those first two. Tucking it in. And then without a stem, up into the cup of wire. Turning his face so he looks into the corsage. And then on the back, just adding a single feather so that the glue bonds to the wire, the feather, and the orchid. To finish, I have one more orchid. I'm going to tuck right into that last little loop of wire at the base, bringing in a feather underneath, bonding it all together. Maybe even a second feather. Tucking it in, just dabbing it into the glue. And then I can take another cluster of feathers, adding a tiny bit of glue. And then determining, do I want it towards the bottom or the top? I think I want a little more fullness on this end, so tucking in a few feathers. Then going back with a little more bouillon wire and crushing it even smaller, creating almost a little ball of wire, a bauble, and then tucking a little bit of glue on the end. Let it begin to dry, and adding it up to the top for just a little bit more shine and sparkle. After so many years of creating wrist corsages with wire and tape, this is so much more wonderful with the cold glue technique. Now, I always get questions when I do demonstrations with this, and the first is, can I use hot glue? And the answer is an absolute no. You must use the Oasis Flow adhesive. The hot glue does not work nearly as well, if at all. Now, then the second question is, will it hold up? Will it fall apart? And my challenge to you is to buy a tube and make up a corsage and then wear it. Amaze yourself about how well it lasts and the fact that it doesn't fall apart. Now, one hint with your Oasis Flow adhesive is once you open it, before you put the lid back on, you want to put a little bit of Vaseline right on the tube so that when you put the lid on, it doesn't glue itself shut. That way, when you open it back up again and again, it's ready to use. Now, if you like more information and more inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. We've got several different corsage demos, and of course, we have the glue available. If you can't find it in your area, we can send it to you. So it's flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, you can reach me through there. Or if it's easier, pick up the telephone and give me a call at 1-800-819-8089. And of course, you can always reach me by email. And send me a picture. I want to see the corsage you create. My personal email is Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn. Happy prom time, and do something you love.